The most dangerous people are the people that's closest to you. I mean, I think Common said in a song one time, the person that can make me happiest can hurt me the most.
Welcome to Man Unmuted. Let's go. What's up,
good?
Fellas?
What's good, gentlemen?
What's going on? How you feel?
Chilling. Can't complain, bro.
Great, man. Listen, first off, we have an amazing special guest. We have a man of many traits that I'm learning every day, actually. We have an amazing husband, amazing new father. Congratulations.
Thank you, brother.
We have a man who expresses himself in so many different ways, through photography, through poetry, just you name it, man. This man is a man of many expressions and expresses himself the best way. So I'm excited to actually pick your brain and just hear how you express yourself today and see where I can learn from you and how we can learn from each other. So we have an amazing guest.
Percy, man. My guy. This is my guy right here, man. Welcome to the Man Unmuted family, brother. Welcome to the pod, man.
I appreciate it.
We got an interesting episode, my brother.
Yeah.
Let's jump into it, man. Basically, man, men, bro. We go through different things through our adolescence that sometimes help shape or mold us or have an impact on our life or who we become or some of the behaviors we have. So that's what we're going to discuss today, breaking generational curses. And it's a different ones that help impact different avenues of our life. Let's start with relationships, man. Like, first, what is generational curses to y'all boys? Like, what is that?
I mean, to me, it's just something that's been passed down generation to generation, whether it be emotions, mental, spiritual, physical, way of thinking, financial beliefs. It's just a way of things that you've been given, pretty much, things that you really don't have any control over.
I definitely agree, bro. To me, it's just certain behaviors, bro, or certain things that's passed down, like you say, from generations that we may not even know that we inhabit, that we like. It's something that we just basically automatically inhabited, bro.
I mean, for me, it's something you don't want to repeat.
Definitely.
Whatever the situation may be, whether it be emotional, family, financial, whatever the case may be, it's something you don't want to repeat. So if you could do whatever you can to break those and push past, or even if it's minuscule, if you can do that, then you've accomplished something. You know what I'm saying? If you could give your kids a better life and better than what you experienced, you've won already.
Right.
For sure, man. There's a lot of generational curses that's helping or hurting us as men. That's hurting us as men, bro. Definitely. Especially in relationships. So what do you guys notice, like, far as men, some generational curses that affect men in relationships, man?
Damn, there's so many.
Unfortunately.
There's a lot, man.
It's definitely a lot, man.
And then we seen certain societal norms that come from the 30s and 40s and what have you, like back when Pearl Harbor was a thing.
Exactly.
When the man was the head of the household and his finances was everything.
Right.
Nothing else mattered. Now we in today's situation where women are bosses now. Women control stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're able to do their own thing, yet at the same time, you're still under the same high bar. Like, we want you to do everything, but respect me as this, and you can't have both. You know what I'm saying? So it creates a hard dynamic especially between black women and black men. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, when in regards to generational curses, is you got to find the best way for you to navigate it.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you can find a way to navigate it, then you in there.
Yeah.
I think some of the ones that's hurting us as men, especially I say when we're younger, is just learning to appreciate one woman, bro. Like sometimes we may think that in order, or like you say, society norms, bro. Even we may see in our father or our cousin or our friends may have an impact on us that, man, it's cool to have one woman, but you need the other woman on the side. Yeah. Or you need more than one woman, or you need two women, bro. Yeah. Or you may need three, even though sometimes you may have a good woman. A woman that's taking care of the house. You may have that woman, like you just said. She may actually work good, bro. She may actually take care of the house, but you still got to step out. That's something that we just may have picked up from our parents, or we may have picked up from our family. Bro. A generational curse that we don't even know. It's just a norm to us. We think it's a norm in our life as men.
It is. I mean, I remember from being in elementary school with my friends, and we're like, and it's so crazy. I remember saying, like, we were like, I'm gonna have 3 baby mamas. I'm gonna have 4 baby mamas. That was like a thing to be like, I'm gonna have multiple baby mamas. You see what I'm saying? we don't even realize what we're embedding in ourselves or what was already embedded in us. We're in elementary school. You see what I'm saying? And even just with women in general, like you said, like having multiple women, you know, not appreciating one woman. I think that's something that we still struggle with today. Like,
and I think on to break them things like mentors and men speaking out is good, bro. Like to me, one of the dopest lines is Jay-Z line. He said, "I bring my son to the beach because my beach is better." And so, like, you feel me? Like, I don't need all these women because I got one woman that's better than all these women. Right. And so things like that, I think, help affect the next generation, bro. The more they hear us speak out, and the more they hear mentors and the people they look up to and celebrities say things like that, to me, they help transition their mind and on things such that men may struggle with in relationships, bro.
Definitely.
Because I think that's definitely one that sometimes play a big role on us as men, bro.
I mean, the biggest thing, personally, I feel like you got to get it out your system.
Agree.
You got to get it out your system. Don't even talk marriage until you get it out your system. Some dudes don't never get it out their system. Some dudes be 50 by the time they get out.
So some dudes, they have their way, they get married, and they still want to kind of have their cake and eat it too. So
you can't do that, man.
Exactly.
Like, and it's hard. Like, your girl looks like whatever she gonna look like.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be somebody that look dumb better than you, regardless.
J. Cole told us that.
Yeah, there's always you can't avoid it. So it's really just, you know what I'm saying, just get it out your system if you can. If you can, if you need to have a whole phase, get your whole phase. Have it.
See, but I think that's something that's passed down. Get it out your system.
Hey,
you dig what I'm saying? That's just something that then now
but everybody's gonna do it.
I know, but now we try. Now I feel like we now be like, because first of all, getting it out your system isn't a good thing. Having threesomes and orgies and this and that and hanging out different, that's not a good thing anyway. True. So I think we just have normalized it. It's like, before you get married, you better do it. You better do all the wrong you can do so you don't do the wrong when you're married. You dig what I'm saying? I think we should stop encouraging do all the wrong, because it's hard to do all the wrong and then stop all the wrong.
You're right. So
I think we got to change that a little bit.
I mean, personally,
but
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something that you should be looking for, in a sense. Like, get it out your system. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. It's not in your best interest to make a fool out of yourself, possibly. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like you need to do it, if you can't honor this girl and make an honest woman out of her, don't waste her time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you kind of
I think the get it out your system kind of came from get it out before you say them vows to God. Before you go spend all this money on the wedding, have all these people come support you. How this woman
waste their time.
Yeah, waste their time, waste your time, and say, this is the only woman I'm gonna love. This is all I'm gonna give her. Get it out your system. Whatever you got, whatever you feel, whatever sin, whatever adultery, whatever lust, whatever you feel you need to get out. And then give it all to them. So that's where I feel that come from. Is it good for men? Is it still good?
But this was the misconstrued part. The misconstrued part is people think that women ain't doing the same thing.
Yeah,
true.
Yes, sir.
Oh, true.
Don't get it confused.
Yes,
They're doing the same thing.
Yeah. It's even worse, I feel like, now.
Yeah. Oh, my God. It's way worse. Way worse.
You know, certain women that done said they done had their bachelorette and done got it out. Or done had that ex right before they get married. They go see that ex, and that was our last hurrah. Now I can settle down with old KT. Now I can live my fairy tale life.
Right. In the city of love.
In the city of love. So what behaviors do y'all think family history or family have on the impact, like far as men and relationships? Like things that could be passed down, like from your family?
I mean the kids see everything. They're not gonna miss nothing. So it's like, you know, personally, I saw my pops was getting into whatever he could get into. Yeah. So, but I think it's a personal thing to see, you know, you see that and then you're like, okay, do I want to follow that? Yeah. Or do I want to, you know, make another path for myself? Yeah. And personally, I chose to make another path for myself. You know, before I got married, I was in a relationship for in and out of it for like 15 years. Whoa. Right? You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to, like, for me, it wasn't.
So that's something that was passed down? Because you saying you didn't want it. Was that like based off of a feeling of what you may have seen growing up?
For me, it wasn't that jumping from girl to girl was not a thing for me. Like, that's not appealing to me. Because you don't get no loyalty from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Facts. You get loyalty from one, and if they say, yo, I got you, that means more than whatever you can get from whoever girl you're gonna talk to or what have you. But once I broke up with her, it was get it out your system. And then, I ran into my wife and I got married.
Found your queen.
You know what I'm saying?
So were you always that way? Like even in your early adolescence years, teenage, high school, college years? Were you
I always
that way?
wanted, you know what I'm saying, to just lock in.
Wow.
I ain't wanna waste my time. To me, that was a waste of time.
Right.
Yeah, like you talk to girls in high school, you know what I'm saying? Like you come out of high school, you trying to better yourself. You know what I'm saying? You could play around and be the dudes that play around and got 3-4 babies at 20, 21, and you just like looking at them crazy. Like,
right.
Nah, I don't want that. But that's the thing. You see all the negative, or not necessarily negative, but about having a kid, but the responsibility that comes with that, and you know you're not ready for it. So if you know you're not ready, don't play yourself.
Yeah.
I agree. And you see how you said what you seen your father do, you kind of knew certain stuff you may or may not want to do. Man. So that reminded me of this parable I heard before, bro, that there was two brothers raised in the same house by an alcoholic father. Mm-hmm. One brother, he grew up to be an alcoholic. And when asked why, he said, because I watched my father. And then the other brother grew up and he never drunk at all. And when asked why, he said, because I watched my father. So it's all based on like perspective sometimes, bro. It's how the things that happen and things that we see can impact us on, like you say, man, I seen this growing up. I know I don't want to do that, bro. Right. I see my dad do this or treat my mom this way. I know I don't want to be like that. Or it could be like, see my dad do this. It kind of affected me. And now I don't even know those things I'm picking up the same traits I'm doing in my wife. I'm doing sometimes the same thing that I don't even notice, bro. So it could go two different ways, bro. It's how we look at it, perspective sometimes, and how our mind is and how we set, bro. So I also think that's interesting, man. That's very interesting. And that leads me to the next thing, like unsolved trauma, bro. How can that affect us as men in relationships? Unsolved trauma. Because during our adolescence, sometimes we see things, as we say, like unsolved trauma that we bring into the relationship and a marriage or things. And how do that affect us as men and our spouse? How do it affect our girlfriend, our wife, bro?
I mean, it's subjective. It depends on, what exactly the trauma was or trauma, is. But for me, an example I could give, I was molested young, from 5 to like 8. You know what I mean? Thank God it was by a woman, but it was still bad. However, but I realized later after almost 7-8 years of therapy that I was very sexual very early with women, very sexual, like elementary school. I was not like sexual, but thinking about stuff like that, even middle school and high school, and that had me doing things in high school. Like I remember it was one time, it was like Monday to Friday, like 5 different, you know what I'm saying? And like you were saying, now that I'm older and realize it wasn't fulfilling anything.
Yeah.
Now that I can look back, but at the time I thought I was conquering something.
Of course.
I thought I was making myself feel better about something. I didn't even realize that from my hurt little self that I'm doing this to try to fix it or make myself feel better. And it took me until I was like 28, 27 to actually realize like, man, I got to get some help and fix this stuff because it's going to like continue to ruin relationships. And it's happened so much to where I really had to like seek help for it. So it's a real deal with the past the trauma.
But you achieved something. I believe you need to take part in that you achieved the fact that you was able to internalize it and be like, you know what, I see myself. And I think one thing that's always important, KRS-One always said that everything about you is talking. You know what I'm saying? The way you have your hair, the way you got your scully on, your clothes, your shoes, everything about you says something, and it speaks to who you are. You know what I'm saying? And that goes along with how you speak, how you present yourself, how you talk to people and what have you. By you realizing that part of yourself says that you achieve something that most people can't, and most people never will. So you should take honor in that. Take honor in yourself in that, brother. Definitely.
I think that is big, bro, because I'm big on self-awareness, bro. I think self-awareness is big and important. And I always told you, bro, your single phase, I feel that's like the time if you know you had trauma in your life or in your past, if you know you was molested, or if you know that I can't stay with one woman because I see my dad be a multiple woman, or if you know that I have a committing problem, like whatever you feel you went through, during your single time is where you kind of should focus on those things, so you kind of don't bring those in a marriage or in a relationship, bro. I feel sometimes too many of us don't focus on that during our single time, dog. And that's what I feel is also a problem. But some people don't know. I could generally say some people, we do things of habits that we don't know is a generational curse. So like you can't help what you don't know. Like you may not know the things that you doing to your partner is passed down and it's not healthy. So it may take for you to have 2 or 3 partners, and that last partner you may be like, wait, this that happened in my last 2 relationships. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I need to look into. Maybe this not unhealthy. And sometimes it takes that.
I mean, personally, I feel like that's not true.
Talk to me.
I believe that you know what you're doing. That's real. You know what you're doing. You know if this girl's crying, please don't do this. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it takes a real strong individual to look at themselves and be like, you know what? Maybe this might not be the way. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe don't take a whole 180 turnaround, but you could do something. You can adjust, you know what I'm saying, or be with somebody that's into that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's ways to get around it if you really want to half-ass it.
Yeah.
But
isn't that what a generational curse is? Like something we don't know, like something we may have experienced as a scene is constantly growing up. So when we get older, it may just be a habit. We unconsciously not know what we're doing sometimes.
You know what's a crazy generational curse? What he said about what he was doing in his high school days.
Yeah.
What was dudes telling you? They was like, yeah, you was doing your
Yes.
thing, right?
I was getting a pat on
right?
the back.
You know what I'm saying? They're always gonna. So everybody around you is being a hindrance to your growth.
Okay.
Which is why it's so important that you internalize and be like, look, you know, the highest level of intelligence you can have is self-awareness.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So unless you're willing to, you know what, I'm gonna be this guy. You know what I'm saying? And that if you can look up to somebody, or, you know, this is the person I want to be, it's up to you to make those changes and make those arrangements or whatever you got to do to push yourself forward. I don't want to make too many excuses for myself, because at the same time, like, who you gonna blame but you? If the girl leave you, then whose fault is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't. That's a big problem that we all have. Like, we always making excuses for ourselves, and that can't be the way. It can't be the way out. True.
And that leads me to my next point. Like you said, they can't be their way out. So how can men help create those healthier relationships to break these generational curses for the future? Like, what can they do? Like, I think therapy is the big thing.
100%.
You know, you're big on that, K-Tiz.
100%.
Big on.
I mean, the therapy for me is one of the best things that I've ever considered and been a part of the last 7 years of my life. And it's helped me realize, like what you were saying, back in those days when I was doing like different women and this and that and getting pat on the back for it, therapy helped me realize that you need better people around you. Mm-hmm. You need guys that's gonna be like, bro, that's not okay. Bro, that's not helping you. Mm-hmm. Bro, go home. Don't go over there. Because I done had moments where I had to call this guy next to me, and I'm like, bro, I'm drunk on my way to go take care of this little, and he's like, bro, go home. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So just accountability partners. Mm-hmm. Having people that's not going to just lead you into destruction. They know that's an issue that you have, and they just continue to let you do it. Yeah. You need new people. So that's definitely what that has taught me. How, like,
mentors, bro. Yeah. I'm big on having mentors, bro. Like, if you can find somebody that can help lead you or guide you, man, like, those things are good. Positive influence on your life. People that can pour into you, man. Mm-hmm. Those people are big and important to me. Those can help to help make healthier men like us. Definitely. Like us men that are doing better, us men that have been through some of these things, the generation curses that we don't broke through and free from them. These are the things we can help the future of the kids and generations, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, if you know kids who done been through things or who done been molested, bro, as a younger, you can help break those kids free. Like, kids who done been through things, you can help speak life into them and help, like, this what you've been through, this how you get past it. Right. This how you can move past in your relationship. Like, this how things that can help you out. And I feel that is very important. Sometimes we don't do that. Sometimes we may get healthier mentally, or we may go through things that we may be better, but we don't help the next generation of people or put other people up to get better. I think that's important, bro. Not culture. I think that's important, man.
I mean, the one thing I would say to that is, if you can't have a mentor, be one.
Facts.
Be one. Why you can't? What says you know what you should be doing? Everybody knows what they should be doing. If you can't have one, be one. And that's how I looked at it for myself. I was trying to, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking for mentors, and I'm just like, nah, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know some good people, and I know sometimes they, fall to the wayside or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just pick up the phone. Give them a call every once in a while. Yo, bro, how you doing? It's nothing. And 9 times out of 10, we nah, man, I ain't calling nobody. We men, you know what I'm saying? Tough. You too tough. Nah, man, I'm not about that. If you my peoples, I'm gonna call you every once in a while. Hey, you good? You all right? Yeah. Everything going good with you? It's all it takes. Something as simple as that. That's all it takes.
Like you say, it costs nothing to be a mentor, bro. Exactly. It don't cost me nothing to see somebody struggling or going through something that I done been through, and I know I done been healed from, or God done delivered me from, to be like, hey, brother, let me speak to you. Hey, brother, here's my number. Definitely call me. I see what you're going through. I've been there. Hey, number, this is my therapist who I done been through. They're really good. Yeah. You should call them, brother. Trust me, man. I even pay for it. You don't got the money, I'll pay for your first 2 sessions, brother. This will help you advance and get the healing you may need. Yeah. Trust me, try it. It costs us nothing to do that, bro.
Yeah, man.
And these are the things.
And that too, it makes you feel good too, man. It's a good feeling.
Real way.
Like, people look for the validation online, and it's no better validation than being there for somebody. Being there for somebody that really don't have many people there for them, and you're there, and they know it and they feel it in their gut that you're there and you care. It's no better validation for me, because I've become like an advocate for like mental health and therapy and stuff. So I've had multiple men call me and DM me on Instagram, bro, I'm going through it, I'm about to crash out, and hey, call me. I done drove to Homestead to talk to a guy that was he felt like he was about to, he didn't want to be here no more, you know what I'm saying? And I took that drive and talked to and spoke life into him, and I felt so great after. He felt better after, man. So that's, like you said, man, that is one of the best things. If you don't be a mentor, be it. You know what I'm saying? It's the best feeling in the world.
That's a scary experience, bro.
Talking to somebody else,
somebody call you,
and you got,
bruh, to drive to somebody's house. They got the knife in their hand. Oh my God. They bleeding already. You just like, yo, I don't think I ever want to experience something like that again. Like, regardless of how it turned out. Yeah. Regardless of how good it turned out, please don't. As much as I know I would be there regardless, oof.
Yeah, it's scary.
That's tough.
It's scary because it's like your words really are life and death is
right. And you have to choose them so
wisely.
You have to choose them so
because
carefully.
You can say something that can trigger something that got them to this point, and then bam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So yeah, it's a serious thing, and like, it's validating though for me that I've been able to help men.
Amen. And I done been there, bro. I had to also be there for someone who don't call me, and they was on the edge, and I had to kind of get them words to inspire them that you could still live, that you're not going through this by yourself, that you are in the valley, but you can't make it through the mountaintop. And it's tough, bro. It's tough, like you said, because your words are important, man. But like I would tell them, or anybody men out there struggling with that today, man, I just say that you never get too down when things aren't going your way, man. I believe everything happens in season. So you never get too down when things are going your way. You may not want to get too high when things are going good, bro. Because everything happens in seasons. You may be on the mountaintop now, and next season you're on the valley. But if you understand that life is a roller coaster, you're going to get through it. You're going to get through anything life throws at you, man. Whatever trials and tribulation, whatever generational curses you go through, understand life is a roller coaster, and you're gonna get through it, bro.
Definitely.
And not to be too cliche with it, but like, man, God is with you in the valley. He's with you on the mountaintop. He's with you every part of the journey, man. So just try to remember that. I know it's a cliche thing. People don't want to hear it. Yeah. But it's really a thing. Like, he's really with you when you're down and out, when you hit rock bottom.
For sure.
And rock bottom is like a place where after you hit rock bottom, you ain't got no other option but to go up. So I feel that being at rock bottom, it is a tough place to be, because I felt it and experienced it, but I did bounce back and got to a mountaintop. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, you go back to so now you know how to deal, how to move in the valley, because you've been there before. I know how to pray my way out. I know how to fast my way out. I know how to talk to my therapist more. I know how to go work out and figure out how do I get back to the mountaintop. So any man that's out there, if you're in the valley right now, the mountaintop is right behind you, right in front of you, rather. So
Definitely.
For sure, man. We man of God, so God is definitely another way, man. You can look to and you can seek when you're going through
The way.
The way. The way, man. So how do y'all deal with, or this ever happened to y'all, where y'all felt y'all been delivered or y'all broke free from a generational curse and y'all repeat that same mistake? How do y'all deal with that, or have that happen to y'all in relationships? Or you feel it's something that you feel you shouldn't have done, or you feel like, okay, I'm free for this. Well, I don't do this no more until you make that same mistake. How do you conquer that? Or the ability to repeat itself? Like the ability to repeat itself. How do you conquer that?
I mean, all you can do is be aware of it when it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes anger has a way of clouding your judgment. My bout with counseling was for anger issues. So I was a kid that I was in school at a different school every year because I was fighting in every school I was in daily. So that was my thing. Like, you said something wrong to me, you're going to get hit, period. There was no talking about it. There was no going around about it. You was going to get rocked, period. So my counseling thing was to, learn that, it's getting to that point. I need to either walk away or do something different or something. So when it comes to like trying to figure out how to stop yourself is better to just take a breath if you can. I mean, like you said, cliche, but take a moment. Nothing is happening too fast. Nothing is, it happened so, it didn't happen that fast because you knew what you was going to do before you swung. You know what I mean? There's nothing that says, I didn't have control. Nah.
Yeah.
You knew what you was doing.
Yeah.
And I can't consistently make excuses for myself or for others when you do things and you know what the consequences are. You know what I'm saying? I've been to so many schools, like, and in so many spaces, you know what I'm saying? High school for me wasn't it wasn't like I can get used to people. 9th grade, I was in Miami. 10th grade, I was in Caracas, Venezuela. 11th to 12th grade, I was in DC. So every year I was around a different demographic. So you kind of have to learn how to maneuver around different people. Both my parents not from this country. One's from Jamaica, one's from Panama. So then that's another thing. You got to learn how to move. And the more you learn how to move around people and learn how to be comfortable in different spaces, regardless of where you at, regardless of what the demographic is or who got this much money and who don't, if you can find a way to find comfortable spaces wherever you are, you should be able to be good no matter what.
So my question for you would be, how or when did you know you was delivered from anger management? Like, was there a point where you got tested, or did you have to go through a trial? You're just like, okay, I resisted that. I didn't knock this dude out.
Nah, there's never. I don't think you're ever completely. You're never
right.
Okay.
It's always a work in progress. There's
sure.
always things that are gonna push you. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, life is a test, bro.
And then. The most dangerous people are the people that's closer to you. I mean, I think Common said in a song one time, the person that can make me happiest can hurt me the most. My wife is amazing,
right?
But at the same time, she know whatever button she know how to push.
She know your trigger points.
Push it.
She know your trigger points.
You know what I'm saying? And people know how to push those buttons.
Friends, family.
Exactly. So you have to know that, if you know him well enough, you know his buttons. You know his buttons. But it's up to you to decide, am I going to push this button?
Right.
And are you willing to take the consequences that come with pushing the button?
Yep. Sometimes the button need to be pushed.
You right.
Sometimes the button need to be
right.
pushed. For
but
example,
don't turn around and act like you can't throw the stone and hide your hands in the background.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So if he rock you, don't say nothing. You gotta be aware of that.
Charlamagne always say that. Charlamagne say, you got freedom of speech, but you also got to be aware of the consequences. You got freedom of the consequences that gonna come to you.
Yeah,
too. That's real.
Yeah, I try to, you know what I'm saying? I try to, there's always room for respect.
Always.
In no way, shape, or form. That's regardless of whatever my father was into. One thing I learned for it, I don't tolerate disrespect, and I'm gonna give it first.
Facts.
I'm always gonna give it first because I don't tolerate disrespect, and I know where my anger goes. So once it gets to that place, I don't want to come back from that.
Right.
So I'm gonna give that respect first, and I'm gonna find ways to alleviate having these, back and forths with people.
Yeah.
The best way to beat a person that's trying to beat you by pushing your buttons is be smarter than them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Yeah.
If you can be smarter than everybody else in the room, who you fighting?
Right.
I believe in walking in love too, bro.
True.
Walking in love. Love is going to overconquer all sometimes. Sometimes you know what the person intentionally trying to do, so I'm just going to overdo you with love. I see what you're trying to do. I see the angle. I see the buttons you're trying to push. I'm still going to give you this love anyway, so now you're going to get more mad. Now you're going to want to push more buttons because you ain't getting to me. You're not triggering the spots you thought you were triggering. It ain't working.
Yeah.
So now you even more mad, and eventually
I've seen him pull that before.
Hey, this love may seek in, bro. Sometimes I believe you got to pour water on that fire, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes people know what they doing and they like you. They light a match just to pour fire, to bring you up as a flame, and you just pour water on it. They like, whoa. They like, I thought this was gonna be gasoline he was doing. I thought this was gonna upset him. I thought this was gonna make him go to level 10, and he went to level 2. And they like, okay.
Yeah.
Man,
It's important to be that smart to do that.
Sure.
To the fact that you're able to do that is amazing.
Nah, for sure, bro. Now let's get into generational curses and parenting, bro. I think that's important. That have an impact sometimes on how we parent our kids, man. Like, y'all boys seen any unhealthy habits growing up? Like, any unhealthy habits growing up in parenting, or do y'all parents that y'all would want to repeat, or certain things that y'all may have seen?
Man, I think that's probably one of the worst things I've experienced. You know what I'm saying? My pops was hard. There was no leeway, you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's a lot of things I could say that I wouldn't. My son's never gonna see that. He can't. It's not like most of the things that I had to deal with as a kid. It was a DCF call now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's my job to make sure that, like you said, lead with love and make sure that I'm taking things slowly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, people have kids and they don't know what they're doing, and sometimes they regret having the kid and they take that out on the kid because they want to do this, they want to do that. But they ain't asked to be here.
Right.
They ain't asked to be here. There's so many things that you could do differently.
Yeah. I think that with me, bro, it's the same. My pops was hard. I think my dad grew up, and a lot of the old school people grew up he had that mindset, I'm not here to be your friend.
True.
I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to be your parent. I'm here to make sure you go this way and get these grades in school, and you listen and just be obedient. And it was such a disconnect because he did it so hardcore, bro. And I definitely agree with you that I want to do a lot of things different, bro. And I agree. It's not always about being your friend, but sometimes you don't want to be the friend so much, but you're not even a teacher also. Like you just fully like a chastiser or like a CEO now. And that's not healthy either, bro.
Yeah.
So it has to be a place where you got to be able to teach, bro. Like Jesus was a teacher.
Yeah.
Like if we talking biblical, Jesus was a teacher and he gave people things in parables.
Yeah.
So he also spoke in parables. Even when they didn't understand it, Jesus was like,
Broke it down.
God dang, John, you ain't getting it. God dang, Judas, you betraying me. God dang, Saul, you doing it. Jesus gave parables, and he gave parable after parable after parable. He's a teacher. I feel that's a healthy way to do parenting, in my opinion, bro.
Yeah,
I feel that I want to do the opposite of what my dad did. Like, they wasn't teaching. They were just more strict military. My dad was always, I love you, but this is how it's going to go. Like, what you did, like, my mom would say, oh, I'm going to tell your dad. Because she knew the hammer was going to come down.
Yeah.
She knew the hammer, this was it. I'm going to tell your dad. Everything... I'm gonna tell you that, and he brought down the hammer. He brought it down. I mean, it kept things in line, but it also kept things in line a little too much because it's also like, I'm not gonna do this because of my dad, but where I needed to talk, so I'm not gonna talk to my dad either because he wasn't in that place where he didn't give me that feel or that connection that I could speak to him because I always seen the negative side of him or that raw side of him and that bad side. So I didn't see that. Okay, talk to me about this, son. You going through this, or you feeling this, or you think you got somebody pregnant at 16? Well, why you think that? Well, you talk to her parents. I could never go to him with that. I feel I need to go to my friends, my cousin, anybody with him, because my dad would kill me. Yeah. Man, my dad wouldn't allow this, and I don't want that to be the space with my daughter. I want that open communication, bro. And with my mom, it was just like, she never could show love, and I think that was her generational curse, bro. Like, my mom had a thing with not being able to give hugs, kisses. Like, I'm 36, and I still don't remember the last time I got a hug and kiss from my mom. A kiss, rather, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, she have a problem with showing affection, and I think that comes from something that was affecting in her life, dog. So I give my daughter all the hugs she could get, man. Yeah. Whenever I see my daughter on site, she already know you get Papa a hug, give Daddy love, man. And that's something I never really get from my mama growing up, bro. So I make sure I'm doing the total opposite. I guess she gonna be overflowing with love and Daddy love. We got a handshake we doing. She see me on site, hey Daddy, how you doing? Straight hugs, bro. Because those things I never really got growing up, and even to this day, there's things that still affecting me. Like, my mom, it's hard for her. I don't even hear her say I love you. I remember last time she said I love you, but I know it's there because she show it, but she just don't know how to say it, bro. Like, it's awkward to her to even kind of say, and that's just certain things to me, bro. I don't want to repeat.
Wow, man. It's like, wow, man. Just hearing y'all stuff, man. It's wow. But for me though, like, you know, my mom, amazing single mother. My dad wasn't present growing up. My mom, I'm a single. Grew up in a single mother home, and my mom worked her ass off to make sure that I was not gonna not go without. You feel me? She didn't want me to seem like I was missing out on anything just because my pops wasn't around. So she worked, man. My mom was a CO for many years, so you know the discipline was real, 100%, man. It was 100% real. My mom, but she worked a lot. You know what I'm saying? And she worked the afternoon shift, so like 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. So, you know, I get out of school at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3:30. So my mom was at work majority of the week. You know what I'm saying? So I know she was always at work. So I was at my grandparents' house, which was in the hood. Yeah. So, of course, you in the hood, you start developing things and learning things and seeing stuff and getting involved in stuff that you probably shouldn't. Yeah. You know, so that was a pattern for many years of my life where my mom wasn't present as much as I would have wanted her to when I was younger. Yeah. You know, so now I realize that I prioritize my time with my daughter more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make sure I'm there more. I don't allow work. I know I need work. We need money. We need to provide. That's obvious. But I understand how neglected I used to feel at some moments. So I make sure that I give her time and hang out with her. And sometimes she'd be like, Daddy, I don't want you to go to work. And sometimes I say, you know what? I'm not going to go. You know what I'm saying? And I allow her to feel that that work doesn't control Daddy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I allow her sometimes to say that. I mean, obviously it's not going to happen all the time. Yeah, of course. But sometimes I say that just to give her that validation. Like, okay, Daddy, okay, cool. So, and even the absent dad, you know, I made sure I couldn't do that to her. I couldn't do that. I had an opportunity to do so. You know, I got a crazy story. I'm going to like sum it up real quick, but I had a kid, my daughter, with somebody that I wasn't in a relationship with. It was like a, you know, one day type thing. And she hit me up right out. My daughter was like maybe a month old. And she's like, I need you to do a test. I did the test. Like 4 days later, it's yours. So I became a dad in 4 days. Wow. And, you know, not to like shame her or anything like that, but she gave me the option of like signing your rights over. Like before I eat anything, like you can sign your rights over and, you know, it is what it is. Nobody know. At this moment, I didn't tell. No, my mom didn't know. He didn't know. Nobody knew. So I could have easily just got it over with. And I remember, bro. For like at least 2-3 hours after she told me that, man, I sat in my car and I cried for 3 hours because I actually contemplated signing my rights over because I didn't want it. Yeah, I did not want the responsibility. That I didn't have the chance to prepare. I wasn't ready. And I cried for 3 hours, like sobbing, bro. And I was like, something clicked in me and said, this is the chance for you to break this father thing. This is the opportunity. So if you sign your rights over, you just continue in it. Yeah. So that was my opportunity to break that curse with my daughter, to be there even when I didn't want to do it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't want to. I was scared as hell. I didn't know nothing about parenting. I just been watching this guy for like years. So, but I didn't know what to do, bro. But I had to step up and break that curse, bro. And, I'm grateful that I did that.
That's good, man.
Nah, that's so good. That's so good, bro. That leads me to my next point. Like, what role does forgiveness have on the healing of helping be a healthy parent, or helping heal to be that healthy parent of what we may have seen? What role does forgiveness have?
Me and my pops have a great relationship now.
Beautiful.
Me and my mom's. I mean, we have our back and forths every once in a while, but for the most part, we have a good relationship. I think it takes some time to realize that they probably didn't know what they was doing.
Yeah, agree. Definitely,
you know what I'm saying?
agree.
They was in the same boat,
Definitely
not
agree.
knowing what they doing. Who knows if they were under the responsibility? Who knows what they were dealing with in their own space and time? Especially, given the ideas of when you were born, like what kind of thing does that separate? No cell phones, no, what I'm saying? Like different things like that. So you kind of look at it from that lens and that perspective. And I have siblings that are way further apart than me. So my brother's 10 years from me, 10 years younger than me. And he almost died when he was born. And I have sisters that are 20-something years younger than me. So for my dad, it was like, okay, the next kid almost died. I'm chilling out. Now I'm gonna chill out because I can't be the man that I've been to the first son because the second one almost died. Now you have these two girls. Now I'm really softening up. You know what I'm saying? So I think it took some realizations on his part. And, you kind of gotta, accept the fact that nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a generational curse that now we feel as adults that we need to break. But, I mean, if your parents are still alive, God willing, if you have the opportunity, take the time to let them know where they failed you. And that's what I did with my parents. I let them know where they failed me, where I felt like they could have done better, they could have done something different. And it's up to them. You leaving it up to them to be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? There's no superheroes out here, but we can do something, you know what I'm saying? And that mended relationship, it's not saying forget what happened when you was growing up, but that mended relationship can leave something better for your daughters.
I agree, bro. I think forgiveness is so important in breaking generational curses, man. Mm-hmm. Forgiveness is so important to help you through that healing. It's hard to heal with an open wound, bro. Yeah. It's hard to heal if you don't put something to help close that wound. And we have to forgive, man. I think me and my pops got a great relationship. Me and my mom have an okay relationship. We're still working on that healing, but me and my pops have an amazing relationship, bro. And I think the most important thing when breaking these generational curses and forgiving our parents is understanding there's no manual to being a parent, bro. Like, there's no manual that fits all and be like, this is how you be a dad. This is how you be a mom. This is going to work for you. This is going to work for you. Everybody is different. Every child is different, bro. And my grandma always told us, God bless her, that your parents, this generation can only do the best that they know how to do. Mm-hmm. And it's your job to do better than what they did and what you know how to do. It's every generation job to go higher and to do better. Because like you say, what they don't know, they only did what they could. My dad only did what he could. I don't want to be your friend, but I want you to succeed. Yeah. But that's what he felt, and that's what he did, and that's what could have worked for him. So it's my job to be like, okay, I understand that, Dad. I love you. I forgive you. We didn't have the best at that time. You was the best provider. You did do those things, help keep a roof over our head, keep clothes on our body, but you didn't have those other things. But those other things I want to give my daughter. I want to add them other things to my trade and my basking with those things to my daughter. So it's no manual. I think that's the most important things dad and men got to understand with parenting. There's no manual, bro. Yeah. Like, it's nothing you could do wrong. You're just learning. We're all learning and we're all trying to be better, man. There's definitely no manual.
They force them kisses and hugs on your mom, man. Straight up. Because if something ever happened to her, you're going to regret it. Yeah. Force them. Ma, I love you. She don't say nothing. Hey, I said I love you. Force them. That's what my wife does because she see that, we don't say it. Me and my parents don't really say it as much. So my wife would be like, hey, tell your mom you love her.
That's a good
And then
thing.
she'll be like, oh, I love you, Mom.
That's
You
a
going
good
to tell your
thing.
mom you love her?
That's a good
You know
thing.
what I'm saying?
That's beautiful.
That's
man.
beautiful. That's a good queen you got there, man. That's a good queen you got there, bro.
I'm trying, bro.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, forgiveness it's a beautiful thing too, man. Like me and my mom have had the conversation that I just told you guys about feeling neglected.
Yeah.
And I had that conversation with her, and first of all, I applaud my mom. She defied the odds, I feel like, with me. I feel like they say 1 in every 3 black men who grew up in a single parent home goes to jail. I never did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I always tell her, Mom, you defied the odds. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so grateful for my mom, and I've told her, but just the fact of I felt that as a kid, like choosing work over me, knowing I didn't have the other parent. I just felt neglected.
Yeah.
And so we had that conversation, a couple of years ago, and she was very receptive of it. She felt, a way about it initially. And then after I'd let her know, like, that was the only problem I had. It could have been worse. It could have been a lot of things that I could have complained about or felt neglected with, but that was the only thing. So she accepted it, and she understood, and she let me know that I was just trying to make sure that you had. And so I understood that. So it was another thing that I wanted to touch on was that I feel that when we parent, bro, it's like we really, like you said, we don't have a manual for it. And I think that we try to do the best that we can, though. I'm sure our parents thought they did the best that they could. And I'm sure as we get older and our kids get to their 20s and 30s, they're going to come back and tell us where we did wrong.
Yeah.
They're going to come back and tell us something, bro, that we didn't even realize that. It was like, damn, I didn't even realize that. So it's just going to happen, bro. So it's just, you just got to do the best you can, bro.
Yeah.
And, when they do give you that feedback later on in life, accept it and just do better with it, man. So that's the scariest thing, though, because it's like I'm wondering what my daughter's gonna say to me when she's older. Like, Dad, you could have did this, or you didn't do that, or you used to do.
That's crazy.
That's a scary thing to even think about. You know what I mean?
I say that it is because I'm thinking I'm doing the best that I can. I'm thinking this is the best. I'm trying to do everything my mom didn't give my dad didn't give me, but on top of that, I could be missing something.
Yeah.
There's something I'm missing that she gonna later tell me when I'm 55, 60, and I'm gonna be like, okay. And I'm gonna just hope she give it to her kids.
Yeah.
That's all I could pray and hope, man, that she give it to her kids, man. That lead me to my next question, though. How can prayer and meditation or faith help us in these generation of curses, man? How can we rely on that, like prayer, meditation, faith, what we go through? How can they help us break some of these generation of curses? That'd be something we can lean on, or something we can lean on.
Dramatically. My wife is more faith-based than I am. Okay. Me, I'm more of a meditator. I pray, of course, but my wife is way ahead of me when it comes to that. And because I ain't really grow up with that. Yeah. That's something I kind of found on my own.
Yeah.
But prayer is something that's necessary. You know what I'm saying? Even whether you're sitting with God or you're sitting with yourself in meditation, you're still putting yourself in a position where, where I feel is extremely important to put yourself outside yourself. Be the third person. Watch your own movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And see how things could have worked out. You know what I'm saying? If you're having this conversation, you remember the conversation you had with the person. How would that look from the outside? How would that look if they're looking at you having a conversation? You know what I'm saying? I always try to see things from all angles. So by you being able to pray on it, to kind of give yourself that balance.
Yeah.
And for you to meditate on certain things so that way you could see things from all angles and give yourself the benefit of the doubt and be like, you know what, maybe I wasn't. Maybe I said that too. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? All those things are extremely important. You can't half-ass on one and think you're getting this level of version of yourself if you're not tapping into all the resources that you have, whether it be physical or spiritual.
Yeah.
You should be tapping into everything.
100%.
100%.
I feel like too with meditation and prayer for me, I just started like learning to really meditate recently. So the thing that I realize I get from that is that first off, the world is loud. Life is loud.
Extremely.
You know what I'm saying? So our minds, we're worried about finance. We worry about work. We worry about how we can get more money. We worry about our wives, our kids, and our health. And we worry about so much. So our minds is always on the go. So we actually get a time to meditate. I feel like you get a time to just set your mind on nothing. Because God whispers. God ain't going to be yelling at you to try to get your attention. He whispers. So you have to put yourself in a space of solitude and silence so you can hear from God. And I realized that it's so beneficial to actually get to that point because, bro, like, I've heard God tell me, like, you need to do this. You need to not do that. You need to stop dealing with this person. You need to do better here. So you got to put yourself in those spaces where you can hear from him because you can't expect to hear from God and your life loud all the time. It ain't going to work.
Yeah.
I think that is good, bro. Life is loud. It's definitely loud, bro. It's definitely loud. We either focus on one thing or another, so it's good to have that discipline to come to that point where we focus on meditation, focus on God, man. I think faith is important to me when we trying to break the generation of curses or when we going through things in life in general, bro. To help us with something to lean on and to help our mind to be set on something, bro. So we don't go into that suicidal range or we don't go into that deep depression, man.
Yeah.
Because when you going through something, you deep in the valley, sometimes you don't see your way out, bro. Or when you have that generational curse or you wondering why my wife is leaving me or why this wife left me and am I no good? Is it me or am I not too good for somebody or I can't be a good parent or why my daughter hate me? We fall into a deep depression. We don't think we the best or we don't think we're good, but we have that faith base to lean on that. God, I want to be better. God, help me, deliver me from these ways. God, I'm sorry. I said I wasn't going to do this. I said I wasn't going to yell at her no more. I said I wasn't going to curse at her no more, God. But help me, deliver me from this, God. Like praying, we constantly praying. We look to God for our help, man. When I think about faith, bro, I always think about Peter, bro. And when Jesus told him to come walk on water, when Jesus was out on the water and he looked to him, bro, and Peter stepped out on water, he says that you, Rabbi, and then he walked towards them. And everything was good. He started walking towards them. Then he started to look around and think, am I still on water? Am I really on water? Like, is I really doing this? Is that really Jesus? And they say the Bible said he began to sink, bro. And that's because his mind saw the words is really happening, bro. And Jesus looked down at him and said, ye a little faith. And I believe that's what happened to us in life sometimes, bro. We could be going good, everything could be good, or we could think we breaking these curses, and then sometimes we fall back into the pit of things happen, things get worse. And sometimes, like, we need that faith to help pull us out, bro. Because sometimes we lose our faith, bro. Yeah. I definitely believe in that, man.
I mean, but I think to that same token, you have to remember you only need the faith of a mustard seed.
Of a mustard seed, correct, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So, regardless of how small you may seem in any moment, take the time. Take the time. Whatever makes you feel more comfortable, because people do different things or what have you. But go ahead.
I used to I don't mean to cut it off real quick, but the beach was for me.
Yes,
like I would go to the beach and sometimes I would be there for hours. And to me that because I feel like that's like one of the most natural places to be. Like, that's God made, bro. It's not a man made. That's the beach. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the only place where you could go, bro. People have peed and done all kind of stuff in the water. You go get. You don't come out with sores. You don't come out with nothing. It's the most purest place to be. Yeah. And I feel like I get a lot of solitude there, man. So especially living in Miami, I feel like it's right here, bro. Like, go to the beach and seek some clarity, and that's the best place, man. People go get baptized in the beach. You know what I'm saying? For sure. When I go to the beach, I go get in the water and I pray and I'm like, God, this is what's happening. This is what I need you. Like, I want to hear from you. I go and I feel like I can like reach my grandparents and my uncle and the people that I've lost. I feel like I can reach them when I'm in that space, man. So that's some advice that I would say. Find what you just said. Find what's best for you, where you feel the most comfortable and vulnerable. And seek God, and He'll meet you right where you at.
Yeah, I think that's important. Like you say, the beach is your outlet, because for some reason, us as men, we're afraid of therapy, bro. Like, we're afraid of therapy. Therapy is like putting a gun out here, but therapy is like saying we going to court for 60. We'd rather do 60 years probably to do therapy, bro. We afraid of therapy, so these other outlets are important, man. These other outlets are going to the beach, help meditate, man, or seeking God, or having faith, or just going in prayer. Like you say, life is loud. Just find your quiet place. Have your quiet place at home, whether it's a pond, whether it's a beach, bro, wherever it's at, wherever you can meditate, wherever you can seek God, wherever you can get your thoughts together, man. Wherever you can just have it. Those things are important, especially if you don't go to therapy, especially or if you're against it, right? If you're against therapy, like these other alternatives are important now.
Yeah, man, the safe spaces are the ones that you create. As a kid, my safe space was the shower.
Okay,
ain't nobody coming in with you.
That's good.
You go in there, you lock the door, you put a towel over your head, and you just sit under the water and let the water just take you. That was my thing. And of course, I've always
as a kid.
Yeah,
wow,
that was my thing, man.
So what about as an adult? That don't come back on when you want to say
all
space?
the time.
Okay.
Like, because you can't, a lot of people can't get to wherever they want to go. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got a car, what do you do? You know, you don't have a bike, what do you do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can pray. But if life is loud and you need somewhere to be, give yourself a moment, do it in the shower.
Yeah.
Put a towel on your head. And the reason why I put a towel on my head is because the minute you put the towel on your head and the shower is running, it sounds like a waterfall. And you just zone out. And that was always my thing. Like, to me, that always took me to another place. Regardless of whatever I think of or whatever I was thinking of in that moment, it always fades away after a while. So I always felt it was extremely important to find safe spaces wherever you are. There's no way that if you can pray anywhere, you can find a safe space anywhere. And maybe that safe space is just within yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There could be thousands of people walking around you. That don't mean you can't stand in that spot and pray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? That's all.
Man.
That's good.
Wow. I'm definitely gonna use that this week. I'm definitely getting a towel, get in the shower. I'm definitely using
just
that
one
this
of them
week.
little hand towels. Put it on your head. Just let the shower run. Don't think about nothing.
Trust me, that's happening this week.
Yeah, no, that's good, man. So how would we pass? Or what legacy do y'all see yourself wanting to leave for y'all kids, man? For as far as mental health, as far as like health wise, bro. Like, what legacy you want to leave for your kids, bro?
I want to leave for me like her mental health. I want my daughter to have emotional stability. I want her to be in tune with her feelings. I don't want her to be overly emotional. I want her to be okay with her, great with her emotions. I want her to feel comfortable talking to me about uncomfortable things.
For sure.
I want her to understand that, daddy is trying. I want her to understand that daddy put you over everything else. You know what I'm saying? So as far as legacies is concerned, like I want to pass that down to her. And I'm like big on like recording my self-talk, and like when I'm in vulnerable moments, like I got like at least like 100 voice memos in my phone that's over the years, like over the past 10 years, that she would be able to hear before she was born.
Wow.
Where daddy was in a bad space, difficult space, and then I got stuff where after she was born where she could hear the transition of my life. So I'm very big on her just understanding who I am fully.
Yeah.
Because I understand that I'm gonna be somebody's grandfather. I'm gonna be somebody's great grandfather. And I want them to be able to understand who they are, because imagine if we can actually watch a 10 hours of our great-great-grandfather having a conversation. You know the stuff that we would understand more about ourselves.
Yeah.
So I'm just big on that, man. I just want to leave down as much information about me for her to know who I am, man. And that's it for me.
I agree with that, though. I just want to leave also, man. Legacy I want to leave is that Daddy love you. Like I always tell her, Daddy love you, and I'm doing my best. Like I'm always doing my best, even when I got a chastise her, even when I have to talk to her. Like we got something. I started when I was single with her, and it was something like even when I chastise, I want to always know when she was young. She had to be 3 or 4, and I tell her to this day, like when I have to punish her, make her right to do something when she's not doing something, I'd be like, no matter what. And she be like, we always love each other. And I can say it to this day, I be like, no matter what. She said, we'll always love each other. I always tell her, no matter what I have to do, no matter if I have to discipline you, just know it's out of love. Everything I do for you is in love, baby. And I always love you. And I want her, that's one thing I always want her to know, man. The Bible says that's one of the greatest things Jesus left with us is love. It's more than everything, bro. So I tell her that always I love you, and I want her to always walk in love. And I always talk to her about it. Always, like you said, I always teach her about emotional intelligence, bro. That is so big to me. Yeah. Her understanding her emotions, because especially, I hate to say it, as women, sometimes they get a little erratic with her emotions. And I teach her that now. I'll be like, why are you mad? Well, don't be mad because of this. Or, well, understand this. Like, understand your emotions. Understand how to control your emotions. Don't let other people control them. Like, that's big to me. Like, don't let other people control your emotions, because that'll stop a lot of your blessings. Like, if other people feel they could control that, man.
Yeah, definitely. For me, I just want to, damn, this is tough, bro. For me, I just want my son to, of course, know that I love him and know that, I want him to be safe and want him to be as intelligent as possible about whatever situation that he's in. Yeah. I mean, it's as a black man, you should know how this society may treat you and how things may, turn a way that you may not want it to turn, and how to be intelligent in those spaces and know what to do and how to go about those things and how to be comfortable with yourself. That's one thing I think black men can't know enough, is how to be comfortable with yourself in a society that is determined to make you feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And then one thing I have to say to you, I have to say this. You are a time traveler, whether you believe it or not. For the very purpose of you taking the time to make those audio clips, do something with that. Make it into a book, put them all together, whatever it is that you do. You are creating a time capsule for your daughter and for anybody else who wants to know who you are. Personally, I've written a few books. Those are my time capsules. The pictures I take are my time capsules. This space, this moment is a time capsule. Do something with that, man. Because by you doing something with those things, God forbid any one of us drop tomorrow. Those things will live on. They'll see our names on, oh, this person wrote this, like, I remember this and that. And your voice notes can be something that she can live through. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could see you back in this space and in this time. So, time traveler, man.
I receive it, man.
That's so good, man.
Bro.
You know, lie. I
receive that.
We coming out of time for this day's episode, man. That was good, bro. This episode has been good, man. It's been a blessing, man. I hope it's been a blessing to you guys out there. We're gonna do how we always do. We're gonna close with a quick prayer, man. So let's do it, guys. God, we just come before you. Thank you right now, God. Thank you for every man that's watching this episode out there today. Of men are muted right now, God. We just pray right now, God, that you just help us to conquer whatever generational curse we're going through right now, God. For we just want to be better fathers right now, God. We just pray to be better husbands right now, God. We just pray to be better brothers right now, God. We just pray to be better men right now, God. For we are not perfect right now, Lord. You said in your word, we all fall short of your glory right now, God. We just asking for the strength right now today to be better right now. The strength to do better right now, God. The strength to just look unto the hills what's coming now. Help right now, God. We're going through something right now, God. We just ask that anybody's out there who going through a generational curse, they don't understand why and they don't understand how to break it right now, God. We just pray that they continue to look unto you and have faith of that mustard seed right now, God. For we know you able to do all things right now, even when we in the valley and we don't see a way out right now, God. And we thank you right now in advance right now. We thank you for men are muted. We thank you for this pod. We thank you for our viewers right now. In your name, amen.
Amen.
I sure.
Amen. Tune in for another great episode next week, man.
Man,
Man, I'm muted.